First of all, we're glad today hold this interview with a director from Sweden, Emil Jonsvik, and it's an honor for us. Tell us more about, please, about your path in the cinematic world and how did you came up with the idea to connect your life with this?
Thank you so much. It's been a really honor to be here. Uh, when I starting up with the skateboard movies when I grew up. That was when I was 12 years old. Breakdance movies further on, and that's inspired me so much to, you know, with you never given up. As a skateboarder, you try and try and try and try till you get it right, and that state of mind, it's still with me today when I, create movies. Not to never give up, to find the inspiration, to see things in different kind of ways. Maybe it's just a small fix to make it happen, And that's all about what I seen as a skateboarder. It's a totally different thing, but in mentally it's pretty similar. So I started out with skateboard movies when I was 12. So saw myself on TV because we had this Swedish TV channel that called CTV. There was YouTube, rebel YouTube kind of feeling, but on TV. So I started out with that, and then doing breakdance movies. Then I started music videos, and then then I started work as an electrician with lighting on cinema. So you get the nice lighting, and then a cinematographer, and then as a director. So that learn if you have the control to know everything about the thing, how you create movies, you have more impact to direct and know where to put the energy at the right time. So that's something I'm really happy that I took all that steps, towards what I'm doing today. So I directed now. I'm in pre-production with my fourth feature film, and it's all about all the time to find the right inspiration with all things, but finding the right story, find the impact, the strong story that you want to tell, and what's inspired you to do that. You have different things that you need to find to inspire. Is it the strong story? Is it how you develop it? Is it how you do the cinematography? Is it how you edit it? Is it where they're going to screen it? So you need to go back what you think inspired you as the most, if you are like a beginner at it. But I'm always looking for new inspiration. When you take the subtrain, you listen to people, and when you see a new film or listen to music, always that. So that was my journey, and I think I'm on a journey, the whole time. I think as even if I done 100 production, I feel like a rookie all the time as well, because it's so much. You can always develop yourself and find a new inspiration. And always when I'm at schools and inspire new young generation, they teach me so much because they have the energy, they have the drive that I like mimic and like to try to get the energy from. So it's so nice.
Well, it's quite a journey, and you have ability to look in this industry from a different perspective as a lighter settings and then etc etc. It's really impressive. Thank you. And if we're talking about your film, tell us more about this film and like about the work you were submitted to our festival. Why did you want to make this film? Is it a simple question, but maybe it's
Yeah,
not?
but it can be complicated because it's always starting out, as I told you about. So why when I want to tell it? So I seen it a lot. I have a son that's like 18 years old now, but when he's growing up, I hear him yelling from his room, "Oh, I'm God! This is so I can control everything." And it's like, wow, this is really something, and you hear it every day, and they're starting out you hear like, okay, like takes a break. Okay, in 30 minutes we need to take a break, and we notice that it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. So he forgetting to go to the bathroom. He forget to all the stuff. He's in control in this game. They never let them pause or something in it. So that's starting a journey that I always interested in about how we, how things in the society can control of us, even if it's whatever it is. But this time it was a game, and we call it God mode, digital murder, because they want to feel like God. They want to be immortal. They want to control everything, time, but they do it in the game. So I want to have like a story that a story that the gaming company hid it, the military build it, and the kids bring it to life. So you have like this, okay, something's going on. So we take it a big step forward that, okay, can they be controlled in a certain way? If we just play with that, we notice that in casino companies, and we notice that in social media, we know they can control a lot of stuff. But can they also control us in games? So I just want to have this kind of question and ask the gamers, the youth out there, that can they tell us their story, what they have been, the craziest gaming experience and send it to us, on our Instagram on Gadmore_film, and tell us about that, and maybe we can use that on the next film, or maybe in the end credits of this. So I love to explore that kind of feeling. What's going on out there? Is it something we need to express? And so the funny thing is, yesterday they went out they announced new information here in Sweden that almost every second young male here are addicted, can be addicted to gaming. It's nothing new, but it's they all over the news now. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting just to think about it. I don't say that gaming are something wrong. It's the opposite. I've seen a lot of laughs and incredible. They join Discord and have these teams that they really do something special together. But I just think that if there is something there, they want to know as well, so they can, react on it. So it's just something really interesting in that kind of thing. Is it something that we need to talk about, or maybe can this film be something exchange, something between the older parents and the youth? Can we have that like a link that we can start to talk about it in a certain way? So it's really interesting if we can like have that on like let's talk about God mode and what the story is about, and maybe we can, the grown up can see it in one way and the youth see it in one way, and maybe we can start discussions about it.
Yeah, I think when the film can put like this discussion, it's like one of the like main success story about this film, when it's like put this whole discussion like after story. And if we're talking about your inspiration, can you tell us like were there any films or directors that influenced your approach?
Yeah, and that's the main thing as well. What I want to do with the film, because it's so rarely done. It's done with the very special cinematography and the lighting and the storytelling, a lot of rhythm. So when you bond rhythm together with a strong story, I think we are onto something that the new generation want to inspire from. So when I grew up, I was inspired from films like a film called Kids, and La Haine, a French movie, Seed of God. It's really powerful movies in youth. It's about youth in risk in a certain way, but the storytelling is, the acting is fantastic. It's no limits, and that inspired me. Not necessarily the directors, because but the films. And when you see the kind of films that are made with love, that you feel like, oh, this film breathes. It's had their own era, you know, and their own world, where you see it directly if you feel the grain or the cinematography and the depth of field in it. You feel like, oh, this is something I want to, you know, involve myself in, and you know, but just learn more about I develop this. I inspire myself a lot of from music video, because I've done a lot of hip hop music videos and stuff like that. And when I started out with skateboard films, all that kind of making something underground, independent, breathable, something that are special and feel real. That's so important for me. That it feels real, but in God mode, you have this rhythm as well. You have a lot of music and rhythm, but at the same time, a strong story. So hopefully that can inspire youth around in Ukraine, here in Sweden, in all the world, just to inspire to find your own story. Some Snapchat, some story that you don't need to do a feature film. You just do some a line or two, or just a short scene, something that makes it real, that you want to make, and start out to that and take it step by step. And don't wait for the perfect moment. Of course, you should create the perfect moment.
Yeah, sure, it's a great advice. And if we're talking about the visual part of your film, what inspired your visual approach to the story?
Yeah, that's I love the visual stuff, because it's I grew up, you know, with all my background with lighting and cinematography, so it's something that inside me. When I see a good cinematography, it's hit me in the heart in a nice way. You just feel it. Wow, this is something special. So when I connect rhythm with both in editing, but also in how you're holding the camera, how you move it, always as you dance, but so it's more like the hand hold camera, that you feel like more an action kind of vibe. But for me, it's more like you are into the story. You feel that you are there. It's real. Um, so that connect with I love this kind of underground feeling with the grain. It's 35 millimeter grain, 60 millimeter grain. So I developed that and scanned that from real film and put it on this film. And we do a film about the digital sci-fi future, but at the same time, I put all the audio on analog tapes, because I wanted this warmness in the sound. So the warmness in the sound with the 35 millimeter grain, and with the future kind of storytelling and this rhythm, oh, you connect with something new, what I call beat movies, beat films, something that rhythm, storytelling bond together, that I feel that's gonna hits really good with the new generation.
Thank you
And
so much.
hopefully inspire them.
Yeah. And what was the most challenging task that you faced during making this project?
Yeah, it's always a challenge. So you need always to find the some inspiration. What inspiration? Where do you find your inspiration? I find it in see other movies, in music. I love music. I grew up with my father on stage, and both my cousin and my brother and a lot of people around me are in the music business. So music, it's really inspired me. And music, see other films, because you always have the ups and downs when you believe in yourself, or you doubt yourself. So when you are on, the low, you need to go in this ego boost map, what I call it, a boost map. Look in there. Okay, I need to listen to this music, eat this food, meet these people, talk to them, inspire. Have people around you that that inspired you and make you take the next level. So at the same time, you need to have people that are direct and say the truth, but you need somebody that give you the right energy. That's all about the right energy. So if you can find these people that inspired you to take the next level, then you're on the right path. So how do I find it? Yeah, you need to just look around you and see what you like, and see these kind of films, and listen to the music, and listen to people that you love. But so it's always a challenge how you shall, start with a project, because this project we did with zero budget. It's all about the energy. So it's all, but as we were spoken about earlier, I've done this since I was very young, so I know where to put the energy. So I know okay, let's start with this, and then take to the next step and next step. So small steps, it's always different, and it's always a main thing to take it step by step, and start with a small scene. We started out with casting with this, and when I had the casting with the two young actors, they have so great support from the parents. So they like, okay, it was the summertime, so they wanted to like continue. So that's like, okay, but we don't have the money yet, but they wanted to, start. So we just continue, and then suddenly, okay, I'd started editing, and then starting, develop the script, and continue like that. So you don't need to start with a full script, and you need to start with something, okay, in this environment about this, and start with like a couple of scenes just, and inspire from that. So that was really inspiring. And then and whole usually you have your whole script before, and then starting, taking side by side and scenes by scenes. But this we started out with in something new. So we noticed already in the beginning that it's going to be something special, because we felt like they are so good in front of the camera, all the actors, but especially the young actors, Tom and Nova. And when you had that, you have the foundation of the whole story, and you're starting out with that. So the challenge is to always inspire yourself, and know how to. What can I control? Okay, can I learn a basic editing program? Can I do the cinematography on the iPhone, or can I borrow a camera? So don't make it, too large. Start with that you have control of, and take it step by step. Then you're going to feel inspired, and you're going to, most important thing, you're going to do something. Because I've seen it so many times that, okay, they want to have this big, large budget. They want to have the big cameras, but suddenly they don't. But you forget the story. If you have the story, you can tell it through an iPhone, and you still have something strong. So please just take it step by step, and not think about the technique first. Just a story. What kind of story? The world. Who's going to be a leading act? Start with that. And there's always a challenge, because it's always a lot of people that are going to tell you how to do this in other ways. But just start to listen to yourself, and doing your path, and step by step. And I can be there for you, and you and all people around you can be supervising and inspired you on the way.
Yeah, you have like so many great advices, and you answer my next question. So it will be short. Like, how would you describe a film in 3 words?
My film, rhythm, strong story, and inspirational. So hopefully we do all that 3 things. So we can inspire, we can feel the rhythm, and we have the strong story, so they can inspire and tell their story. Mm-hmm. So then we on to something. So they're going to tell us about, okay, I witnessed this. My friend did this in this game, or something like that, and share it. And if they share it with us, maybe they feel like they are with in a bigger picture. Maybe we can do something together, or the next project. So be inspired, and not stop for anything, and create the moment. So that's the most important thing, because it's always something there that can stop you. So just create the moment, not stop.
You also answered my next question. So I was wondering, like you saying in the beginning that you start your path through just capturing skating when you were little, and maybe you have some advice for beginners, like filmmakers, beginners, and they don't know how to start because oh maybe I'm just cut off my budget and I don't know how to manage like all my ideas and just grab your CDR camera and start like exploring what's around you, or maybe you
Yeah,
have something like
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the question everybody's asking themselves and doubt themselves. So it's so important that use something that you have control over, that you have or your families have, like a phone, or I don't iPhone today have a really good cameras. So start using or a basic still camera. Today they usually have video recording, so they you can record in HD and 4K and stuff like that, and start out with a technique that they have around them, and okay, what films do they like, and try to inspire from that. See, okay, in this world, I want to do a film in this world. Okay, what kind of story do I like, or what have I seen, something that I react on, something that I feel really strong. Not necessarily you need to be happy by it, but something passionate about, that you see in the society, and starting out with that kind of a couple of sentences, and just record that. Just try to record that and thank your friends in the beginning. Just start with recording with your friends and people around you, and then you can develop to find more and more actors that have done more and more things. So you're starting out and try to direct and try to use the camera right. And today, when we have a lot of times we have internet, and we can inspire from YouTube clips. They have so much inspirational clips that try to explain different kind of how you do the cinematography, how you do the lighting, how you direct. So you can, at the same time, when you try to level up, you can inspire from that as well, but not see that as control, or you don't need all the rules. Maybe I'd love to knew all the rules, but I love to break them. So you skip all the rules and just do the story that you want to do, and in the environment that you love. So basically, find your story, and try to find the inspiration with kind of films you like, and try to bond on two together, and start out there, and put it out on YouTube, and share it with your friends. So with everything you have control of it, start with that, and supervises like you guys on the festivals, and as you meet a lot of directors now, maybe you can connect them, and try to inspire them. And I love that kind of thing, that you can show them something that we can inspire. Maybe Gadmo can be something they can inspire from.
Thank you. Thank you for your insights and sharing your insights with us. And we're excited to present your film at our festival and can wait to see it on the big screen.
No, thank you so much. Slava Ukraina.